Hi students, today we are going to discuss about anatomical features of dicot stem, that is PS of dicot stem. Example, sunflower. Take a sunflower stem, cut into thin sections and observe under microscope. It appears like this. It is composed of epidermis, cortex and stem. According to science, every organ is composed of epidermal tissue, ground tissue and vascular tissues. We will discuss one by one. In the outermost layer of dicot stem is epidermis. It is made up of parenchyma cells which are interrupted by these stomata. Stomata are the small openings found on epidermis which is involved in transpiration. So the continuation is interrupted by stomata. Then the epidermis is covered by a thin layer. This layer is cuticle. Cuticle checks transpiration. Cuticle checks transpiration. In the epidermis, there are some multicellular epidermal ants are seen, which are called trichomes, which are multicellular, which is involved in different functions. So the role of epidermis is to protect innermost tissues. So the role is protection of inner tissues like our skin. Okay. Then the region lies inner to the epidermis is the cortex. So this region is the cortex. Here, the cortex is differentiated into three zones. The region lies below the epidermis is the hypodermis. Hypo means below. So, the region below the epidermis is the hypodermis, made up of parenchyma cells. So, below the epidermis, two or more layers of parenchyma forms hypodermis, which performs the mechanical support. It supports the mechanical support to the stem. That's why the cells become erect. Then the region below the hypodermis, few layers of parenchyma is seen. Now, what is parenchyma? The parenchyma filled with the chloroplast is parenchyma. Because of the presence of chloroplast, it is involved in photosynthesis. There are some resin depths also seen in the parenchyma region. The innermost layer of, below the parenchyma, one or two layers of parenchyma is seen. So these cells are thin walled with lot of intercellular space. It contains leucoplast since it is involved in storage. So these three regions occupy the cortex. So cortex of dicot stem is differentiated into parenchymatous and parenchymatous regions. The innermost layer, below the parenchyma, there is a starch sheath is present. The abundant amount of starch is stored here. It looks like an endodermis of root. It looks like an endodermis of root, but here there is no passage cells. There is no caspanian steps. That's the main difference between the endodermis of these sclerenchyma patches are called the bundle cap because it looks like a cap of the bundle of head of the vascular bundles. Okay. This bundle cap is made up of sclerenchyma. See, got one word, bundle cap of dicotyledon is made up of sclerenchyma. Here, the bundle cap and the sclerenchyma patches between the parenchyma cells forms the pericycle. Here, the pericycle of stem is made up of the bundle cap between the parenchymas. Is it clear? These regions occupies the steel. Here, the vascular bundles are around surrounds the pit, which looks like a ring. So it is called U-steel. So U-steel is present in the dicotyledon. That means the vascular bundles arranged like a ring around the pit. Here, the vascular bundles are wedge-shaped. Vascular bundles are wedge-shaped. In the dicotyledon, the vascular bundles are conjoined, collateral, and open. So the vascular bundles of dicotyledon is conjoined, collateral, and open. I will explain it. So conjoined means xylem and phloem are arranged in the same radius, that is called the conjoined. In the conjoined arrangement, phloem towards the outer and xylem towards the center, that is called the collateral. Between the xylem and phloem, there is a cambium is present. Okay. So this kind of vascular bundles are open vascular bundles. So conjoined, collateral, and open. Now come to the vascular bundles. And below the bundle cap, there are few patches of phloem is present. There are two types of phloem is seen. Here they form the protoxylem is crushed by a metaphlloem. Okay. Protophloem is crushed by a metaphlloem. You know, this is involved in the conduction of food. Then this cambium region is involved in the secondary growth. You know, these cambium rings are used to determine the age of stem. Okay. Then below, there are two types of xylem is seen. Here they form the protoxylem and later form the large sized metaxylem. You know, xylem is involved in the conduction of water. Okay. Here, the protoxylem towards the center and metaxylem towards the periphery. So this kind of xylem is called endoxylem. So the xylem of root is stem is endor, but in roots it is exotic in nature. Then in the centermost region is parenchymatous and it occupies the pit or medulla. It is made up of parenchyma cells which are spherical and loosely arranged. It is involved in the storage. So between the vascular bundles, the pit cells are compressed and become elongated. This region is called the medullary rays. This region is the medullary ray. So that's all about the internal features of dicotyledon. So the sector enlarged portion is used to explain the epidermal cortex and steel regions. You know, the outermost layer is epidermis, which is involved in the protection, and below the epidermis there are three regions formed, which is collectively called the cortex. Below the epidermis is a hypodermis made up of parenchyma cells which oppose the mechanical support. And inner to the hypodermis there is a parenchyma cell tissues is formed involved in the photosynthesis. And inner to the parenchyma there is a parenchyma tissues are present which contain leucoplast and involved in storage. Here the endodermis is called the starch sheet because it abundantly forms starch glands. Here the vascular bundles are arranged like a ring around the The vascular bundles are conjoined, collateral, and open. Here the xylem, protoxylem for the center and metaxylem portion periphery, so it is called the end or xylem. It is a common in stem, and the centermost